Did the world's most protected aircraft suddenly become unsafe just hours after threatening fresh military action against Iran? Donald Trump made a surprise decision. He abandoned the new Air Force One provided by Qatar for the flight out of Turkey and instead boarded the older presidential jet instead. Was it routine? Was Washington preparing for a threat in the skies? Our next report getting you the complete story.
The timing is impossible to ignore. One moment, Donald Trump was escalating the conflict with Iran. The next, he was changing aircraft. The switch happened at the last minute. Trump had flown to the NATO summit in Ankara aboard the newly retrofitted Boeing 747 gifted by Qatar. But for the journey from Turkey to Britain, he unexpectedly boarded the older Air Force One before later rejoining the Qatari aircraft in the UK for the flight back to Washington. Trump publicly said he wanted US troops in Britain to tour the new aircraft and was flying the older jet for old time's sake. But the questions refused to disappear. When asked whether security concerns influenced the decision, Trump did not directly deny it. Instead, he delivered this striking remark.
No, I'm number one on the kill list for Iran. They're lovely people. I'm number one. So I don't know. I can't tell you that, but I don't really care because I'm doing my job and I'm doing it, I hope, better than anybody's ever done it because we have a country that's hot and really, really successful. But I mention it only because it's on the list. I mean, it came out. There was another list came out yesterday, and I'm number one on. I like being number one on TikTok better, but I'm number one on the list for killing.
I am number one on Iran's kill list. Those words came from the commander-in-chief of the world's most powerful military. Moments later, American forces launched another round of military strikes on Iranian targets, pushing tensions to their highest level in years. Military analysts have noted that the older Air Force One carries decades of proven defensive systems, secure communications and missile countermeasures. The Qatari aircraft, however, rapidly converted into an interim presidential jet, has faced scrutiny over whether it possesses the full suite of wartime protections. The backdrop only deepens the mystery. Iran has vowed revenge after the death of its supreme leader. Massive funeral processions have turned into displays of national mobilization, with crowds chanting "Death to America" and anti-Trump slogans. Iranian leaders have repeatedly promised retaliation, though they have not publicly called for an assassination. But the anger on the streets, the high emotion as the nation bids its final farewell to its late Supreme Leader Ali Khamenei, the region is already on the edge. Iran has exchanged attacks with US forces in the Gulf, and reports have circulated of attempted drone or missile activity directed towards US military facilities in the region during the conflict, although several claims remain unverified. Iran's missile arsenal includes systems capable of striking targets well beyond 1,000 kilometers, putting much of the Gulf and parts of Turkey within theoretical range. Was there a credible plot against Air Force One? There is no public evidence confirming one. Did the Secret Service and the US Air Force decide not to take chances Washington isn't sane. But in a region where missiles are flying, threats are public, and the US president says he's Iran's number one target, even a change of aircraft becomes a global headline. Bureau Report, WION, World is One.